Is this t-shirt the best that you can get? I'm not talking about the one that I'm wearing right now, I'm talking about this one from Sunspel. And most importantly, does it make sense to spend £90? That would be around 100, a bit more than $100 probably, depending how currencies are right now, 100 euros as well, approximately. Anyway, it's not a cheap t-shirt. It's not super expensive either. It's not like going to Prada, Gucci, you know, Balenciaga, all these, even Loro Piana, all these super luxury brands that are offering t-shirts for hundreds and hundreds. And I'm completely sure that that money is never going to be worth it to spend on a t-shirt. But Sunspel is not a luxury brand. Maybe I would say actually that it's like a premium brand for their prices, but it's not only that. Let's find out in this video if $100 t-shirt is worth it or not. Let's start with the heritage that Sunspel has, because this company was established in 1860 in England, and actually they are still making the t-shirts in England. They are making them in their own factory in Long Eaton. It's not the only one, but there are only few brands that are still making things in the UK, and there are only few brands that are still using their own factories. Even globally, there are not many brands that they are still using their own factories. Only super luxury brands are doing that. You know, if you go to Prada, even they have some kind of things made in their own factories, usually like the most expensive ones, and others are made in different factories. Or even if you check for other British brands, like for example Paul Smith, they don't have their own factory, and even most of the things that they are offering are made in China or Portugal. Just few of them are made in the UK in different factories that they are not their own factories. And I know that not everything from Sunspel is made in the UK. Actually, most of, maybe probably more than half of their collection is made in Portugal, but it's great that they are still having their own factory and they are still making few things in the UK. And do you know that they've been making t-shirts for more than 150 years? Because they are one of the first companies that they made a t-shirt. More than 100 years. That's a lot of experience crafting, perfecting the t-shirt. And it's not expensive only for that. When you touch the fabric, you're going to feel how soft it is, how pleasant it is when you wear this, because the fabric is made of Supima cotton coming from California. It's a cotton that is stronger, and the fibers that it has are longer and finer. And even they say they have developed their own kind of fabric for the t-shirts with 2 threads, and making them more resistant and more softer, because it's not the softness is not the same as touching the one from Uniqlo, for example, that has Supima cotton as well. It's not the same touching this one and touching the one from Uniqlo. The only thing that I don't like about the fabric is how lightweight it is. Even though I knew that it was lightweight, because on the website they say it's a lightweight fabric, but I wasn't expecting so lightweight. You can even see through. Even if this would be a white t-shirt, probably you can see my nipples. But this one is, I mean, it's perfect for summer. It's perfect for spring. Well, not in the UK. Even the summer could be not like a regular summer in other parts of Europe or in the USA. But if you're looking for a lightweight, a super lightweight, I think they should mention how lightweight it is. They should mention this on the website. At least mentioning like it's going to be 135 grams or something like that. Then you can have a reference. You can compare. If you have another one from Uniqlo that is 160, for example, and then you compare with this one, then you will see how lightweight it is. The fabric is so thin that it feels even softer. And now let's see how the fit is. It says that it's a regular fit, as you can see. Actually, it's quite, I mean, depending on what regular is for you, how do you like the fit of a t-shirt, but I like that fit. I don't like how long it is. To me, it's a bit longer. I would like it a bit shorter, depending, as I say, how tall you are, depending how you like the fit. To me, it's quite okay on the shoulders, quite okay on the chest. I would like the sleeves also slightly shorter, but this depends on my personal preference. It depends on what you like. I'm wearing a small size, which is the size that I'm wearing in most of the brands. Depending also if I'm looking for something maybe a bit more relaxed, a bit more, slightly more baggy. I'm not usually wearing baggy clothes, but if I want something slightly more relaxed, then maybe I go for a medium, probably in brands like, for example, Massimo Dutti, depending on, because Massimo Dutti is making, it's like a kind of fast fashion. I made a review about Massimo Dutti. If you haven't seen that video, you can watch it later, and about how it's made, about the quality, about all the finishes. I need to say that everything looks good, everything looks like perfect, but there are just few things that I don't like. First is I usually prefer a tape here around the collar. I think is better than this kind of stitching that it has on the collar, and also especially on the seam that it has here on the shoulders. Inside we are going to see that here, if a brand is making usually a better quality t-shirt, they are using here a tape as well on the shoulders, and this one, it doesn't have the tape, so that it creates this kind of folding stitching that is going to be inside, and especially over time after washing this t-shirt, probably, let's see how it's going to evolve over time, but probably this is going to be folded like this or like this. That is going to create some creases around the shoulders. For example, the one that I'm wearing right now, which is a completely different t-shirt, is made of merino wool, but this one, it has here a tape, and I have a lot of cotton t-shirts that they have a tape as well. Then when you have a tape, you don't need to worry about if this is fold or it's not fold or whatever, and it's going to create a crease here or it's not, and also it's going to be the ending with less fabric here, which I think also is not really nice. To me, that's the biggest issue of this t-shirt, because I like the fabric, I like the fit. I think over time is the only way that we can see if this t-shirt is going to be worth it or not. And I'm going to compare it with this one from Uniqlo, made of Supima cotton as well, but as I say, it's not even the same kind of feeling, it's not the same touch, it's not anything kind of similar in terms of how soft or how the fabric it feels. This one is thicker. After washing them, I'm going to count even how many times I'm going to wash both, and let's see over time which one is going to win, which one is going to be better over time, because that's the most important thing. To compare anything, especially in fashion, we need to compare things over time. And I can compare even, because I have another t-shirt from Sunspel that is made in Portugal, and I can compare this one with the other one, but I'm going to tell you in short that are kind of similar, but this one is a bit more expensive. So here it's more like a preference. If you prefer to support like your local industry, if you live in the UK, or even if you live, I don't know, in Ireland or in the USA, but you prefer to support like the British market, the British economy, then maybe it's going to be better for you to buy this one made in the UK instead of the one that is made in Portugal. That's what I think at the moment. Let's see over time how it's going to be, and let me know in the comments below what do you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.